Well, hello everyone. My name is Amy. This is the Opinionated Woman, and welcome back to my proper weekly vlogs. It's weekly vlogs. It's time for weekly vlogs. My nice equipment that I showed you in the last vlog, my gimbal is out of battery, so I couldn't start the weekly vlog with my nice fancy shit. But it's fine. We're gonna rock it old school. I just wanted to come in here Monday morning, start off the vlog. The plan for the day, I'm very, very low on work right now. It's January. January is usually pretty quiet, and money is always tough for me in January. So right now I'm doing a lot of like editing for like YouTube, trying to like fill up my days, as well as applying to loads of jobs. But like once you've applied to a job, you kind of can't do anything else. But wait, so yeah, I've been like trying to clean, and you guys saw I decorated, but let me, since the last vlog was decorating vlog, let me update you on what I'm reading. So at the moment I'm reading On Gold Mountain by Lisa C. This is the story of her family going from China to San Francisco, San Diego, coming to America, basically. And I had no idea, because I thought Lisa C was like, when I saw a picture of Lisa C, and basically she's very white passing. She's from a mixed family, but it's about her family coming from China, and I really had no idea about the history of Chinese people in America at all. I didn't realize that coast, like the West Coast, was like where the most Asian immigration came from, because like I've always heard of Ellis Island and everything, but I didn't think about the fact that the other coast is closer to China. So it's been very interesting. It's crazy to see how racist America is towards Asian people. Holy fucking shit. And I mean, we've seen that, I mean, in the attacks that happened last year and everything. Like, this starts in the 1800s. Like, you'd think something would have changed by now, but apparently not. And then on audio, I'm listening to As Good as Dead, which is the third one in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. And this one is really different to the rest of the series. Pip is not having a good time. Our girl is not doing so great. If you don't know what this is, it's like a mystery, it's like a British YA mystery series that's kind of like British Veronica Mars. But from something that happened in the last book, I'm not going to spoil anything, from something that happened in the last book, Pip is very traumatized, and they write that really well. They don't be like, this teenage girl went through this traumatizing thing and she's absolutely fine, you know. She's like properly not doing well at all. And the stuff that is happening, like I'm like halfway through now. I got to this one event and I'm like, there's still half a book left. What the hell's going to happen here? And it has developed into something that I did not expect. So if you're not in a good place mentally, don't pick this one up yet. It is a bit heavy. It is heavy. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing, and I think they've dealt with this topic very well. But just as a trigger warning, also trigger warning for addiction, like taking on page. Yeah, so now I am going to go into Upwork and ProBlogger and all of those places, try and find some new clients. And I'll update you if it's pertinent. Gotta get back into this whole vlogging thing. I should have filmed this earlier, but I have just made the most delicious soup that I'm gonna have for lunch. I'm gonna have for dinner today, and then eat for tomorrow. Because, like I said, money is really tight right now, so I'm taking all of my most delicious cheap meals. So right now I'm eating very much vegetarian, which is quite normal for me. Meat is quite expensive, so I just roasted down a whole bag of tomatoes, a couple of cloves of garlic, and 2 onions that I chopped up. And I chopped everything up, covered it in oil, parsley, salt, pepper, and then I blended it up to make the soup. Yeah. So it's just got like a little bit of Greek yogurt in it, and it's got so much good shit in it, like all concentrated down into one little thing, and it's super tasty. So budget meals are the best. I feel like this channel is going to be budget books budget books and budget meals, maybe. if you want to know how to make something like that, because like soups, I don't really use recipes anymore, but if you want a recipe for it, let me know and I'll push on. Whew. Good morning. How's it going? It is Tuesday. I am coming outside to do my morning reading. I've actually been doing this quite a bit recently, which is really nice because it's hot, so I'm like, I might as well. I mean, today, ooh, it's feeling like it's drizzling on my head right now, so maybe I go back inside. Let me finish this clip first. But yeah, I've just been reading outside a lot, doing my morning reading, which has been really, really lovely. It's a bit loud right now, so I hope you can hear me. As I said yesterday, still reading on Gold Mountain. The stuff that happened to this family is so insane. Like, just the way America treated them just alone is so intense, and like just like going out of America to go to China and come back in again, oh my god. So they had this one law discriminating against Asian people because of their race, and the only other two countries to have ever enacted laws like that were apartheid South Africa and Nazi Germany. So that was very interesting to find out, very interesting indeed. So sorry, I'm getting used to this equipment a bit more, so making sure that I'm filming it properly and it like moves of its own accord. So yeah, I found that quite shocking. And then just like within the family itself, like the way I think it's her great-great-grandfather. Yeah. It's her great-grandfather. And he can be such a bastard. There's multiple of like her uncles and stuff like that as well, who would just like have other wives and be having affairs non-stop. So like when we hear from the women's side of things, it's really not too much of a good time. But it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. So yeah, I'm just going to hop back inside because I think it's raining, and I'll catch up with you when I have something important to say. Thank fucking goodness, my blog client, good old pal. Can I say his name? No, I'm going to give him a name. Tim, let's call him Tim. Good old Tim has come through with not just one, but 3 articles. When I checked our Google Drive folder, he had given me more articles than I thought. So this can keep the ball rolling, do these little articles, get them pumped out, and then keep applying for more jobs. And then there's one of my clients that I think is going to be unpaused within the next month, potentially. So, okay, we're hustling, we're getting it done. I just, yeah, January, and being freelance, it just, yeah, it's a thing, it's such a thing. But that has been a huge relief. So I am like quite excitedly working right now. I'm like, I'm working. What a fucking nerd. Anyway. Okay. I've been working on all 3 of those articles. What I like to do is like have a setup time where I'll do exactly like 40% of the word count, just setting it up, laying it out, getting some initial words out there. And then I got like something good to work on after that. Makes finishing articles feel really, really easy. And it's definitely a technique that I've gotten used to over the last year that is very useful. That scratching my nose reminds me, I am going to go to Clicks now to get my meds, my allergy meds. My medical aid just kicked in again, so I can pay for my allergy meds. Yes. And the other thing that I wanted to come in and say was, so at one stage during the beginning of this year, I didn't have a phone and I didn't have my laptop. So my old laptop that I'm using to work on now is from when I studied. It is ancient, like it needs to be plugged in at all times. It rattles, the speakers are buggered, but it was the one that I had when I moved down. And my mom, when she updated her laptop, was very nice and gave me a Mac. It's also really old, but it's like a cute little laptop. It works really well and everything. And for Christmas, I was getting some upgrades done to it. By the time I got it down to Cape Town, it wouldn't turn on. So I went to a place that sorts out Apple stuff here, they're like the only one in the Western Cape that does it. And I just thought they needed to do a quick switch it on kind of vibe. I'm not going to tell you how many thousands of rands later. And I am still without a laptop. I've been without my laptop for 2 weeks, and I can't work on my website because it won't load on this computer. When I tell you this computer is old, it's like, it's probably 10 years old by now. So it's not doing so well. So while I'm working and getting my meds and all of that kind of stuff, I am waiting for a message from WeFix to tell me that my laptop is ready. Soon. That would be great. I'm just very grateful that now my phone is fixed because my phone's screen was busted. And I'm very grateful that I have this old clunky piece of shit laptop to keep me going. Hello there, everybody. It is Wednesday. Good morning. Still morning? Still morning. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of B-roll that I did this morning. I thought it would be cute to track what I was doing throughout the morning. But right now, I am currently just working on my article. I've got 2 articles to send off today, so I'm about to finish the first one, which is really good going, and then I'll send off the second one. I'm also coming to the end of both my books at the same time, which is really cool. So I don't want to do too many updates. I mean, On Gold Mountain is nonfiction, so it's hard to update on it anyway. And obviously, Good as Dead is like the third in a series, but I do want to come and tell you if I think I like the way the series ended off. There's a couple of hours left of my audiobook, and I've got about 100 pages left of the other book, so I should be digging in quite soon to a new book. I can see it. It's in my eye line. You and me, bud. And then there's a video that I wanted to film going to my local library, because I really have not utilized the library in such a long time. And when I was a kid, going to the library was my absolute favorite thing to do. I got a library card years ago, but it was still when I was in my reading slump. So I didn't get too many books because I knew I wouldn't be able to read them in time. But now I can. And since my funds are low, and I do like to promote more like budget-friendly ways of reading, I think once I'm done with my little TBR pile that I've got just off, I'm looking at it, then I'm going to take you guys on a trip to my local library, and you can see what they've got. I know in America and the UK, like, libraries will have like new books, and like you can put books that are about to release on hold and stuff like that. That's not how South Africa works, bruh. my reading from the library is going to be very much backlist, and I am totally fine with that. Ugh, flies. That's the only problem with this heat. Fucking flies. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in, say hello, show you my face, and I will take you with me later when I go to the beach with my pooch. Holy shit, so the beach is insane looking. Like, literally, I'm standing right at the edge of the beach, and you could see that the water has just come up here. Look at what this place looks like. I'm going to switch cameras, and then you can see. Holy shit, these are the dunes. We're like up against the dunes. Wow, it's magical. I'm going to send my dad a link to this vlog so he can see what his Christmas present is doing. There is a really cute sheep behind me. He keeps losing his ball in the sea. And his owner is really cute. Good morning, everybody. I just filmed a whole starting the day sequence because I just finished my workout and I was going to dye my hair. Then I looked at the dye that I had in my cupboard, and it looked dodgy. And I am kind of really liking the length and the cut that my hair has at the moment. I'm like, I really like it. It's like it's like a little bit more feminine, and I'm kind of liking it, which is quite cool. But yeah, like, I don't want to go back to hair that's like down here, but like like that would be fine, but I'm really liking the way it looks now, so I didn't want to put in dodgy dye and then that would make me shave my head again. I mean, I'm not like scared of shaving my head, but because I like the way it looks now, I wouldn't really want to, like, I could see that dye was dodgy. I was not putting it on my head. So maybe we'll wait until I get paid the next time, then I'll dye it. It's kind of like this really faded, like, it looks like a wine stain. It's like a pinkish sort of vibe. I can't believe how fast this dye faded. It's actually ridiculous. So I don't have really much to update except I'm having a really slow morning. I sent off all my articles. So I'm just waiting for more. I'm probably going to hit the job boards as soon as I've had a shower, since I'm not going to dye my hair anymore. But yeah, that's all I'm really doing today, is looking at the job boards and doing some cleaning. Nothing too revolutionary. So my neighbors just came to my door because they're very kind, and they saw a post about a cat on a Facebook group. Rum got hit by a car last night and he didn't make it. So I'm not gonna vlog for the rest of the day. I just wanted to put on here. My boy is gone. So yeah, my eyes look like this. I've been crying the whole goddamn day. I've been doing some stuff, like luckily I didn't have any work to do because I wasn't in a fit state to work. But at the same time, if I did nothing, it would just make me feel even worse. Rum was only 3, so I didn't really expect to have to deal with the loss of a pet so soon, but yeah, it's been a tough day. It's like a little memorial piece for him in my diary, with some little footprints of his that I had found. He stepped in some art supplies. And that really helped. I wanted to pop on here and just, I think I'm going to finish off the vlog here because I'm finishing off this book. I'm going to finish on Gold Mountain by the end of the weekend, for sure. And I'll give my final wrap-up thoughts. I don't think it's going to change drastically. It's non-fiction. It's about this family's life. Crazy shit has already happened. I think it will just continue to be that way. But I'll give a proper wrap-up in my crafty reads as I usually do, for that book. But to finish off my thoughts on As Good as Dead, I thought this book dealt with trauma really well. So I think it dealt with the fact that Pip went through something tough last book. She's not doing so good, you know, she's having to find a way to deal with it. And she's not doing so well, and she's falling into traps. And that I really liked. But I thought this book was maybe, like, I can only do an audiobook. If it was half as long, I think it would have been great. But there's this last part where I said that things completely change up, and that part drags. Every tiny detail is explained, and I feel like it's really not necessary to be that drawn out. Like, if it was a bit more snappy, it would make more sense. And then the final sort of like thing that happens, like right towards the end, I didn't think was necessary. I didn't think it was logical. I thought it was just like a little bit contrived. So I'm not so happy with how the series ended, unfortunately, though I did like the first 2 quite a lot. I will pick up Holly Jackson in the future though. So from this sad bitch, I'm gonna leave it there. So if you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. Give me a cat emoji if you like cats. I'll talk to you next time.